Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Glitter Grunge Greetings. This is Ryan, and this is another video with Technique Junkies. I call this Pastel Bunny. So it's pretty obvious why the name is that, but let's get into how this card was created. So I'm actually using a piece of mixed media heavy stock in the white. Shocker, I know. Um, got my Tim Holtz stamping platform, and this background stamp is called Graffiti Scratches, and it is a beautiful texture of just that kind of grungy canvas look. So what I'm doing here is I am using some Versamark clear embossing ink, and you guessed it, we are going to be doing some heat embossing here. So I did prep my piece of cardstock with some anti-static powder, and this is my handy dandy Stampin' Bug that I received as a gift from the owner, Robin. I will link her Etsy shop down below. It's basically one of those gliders that just helps the friction when you're trying to use your stamping platform. So I love it. Thank you so much, Robin. I know I've probably mentioned it before, but um, she made one custom for me in a rainbow alcohol ink, so it came out amazing. So as you can see, following the stamping here, I'm just going in with some white embossing powder. Now, you can do this with either clear or white. You can do clear sparkle, but we are going to be doing a resist. So we're trying to trap the white underneath the cardstock here, and just going to heat set that and melt down all that beautiful embossing powder. All right, so now for the main image of the stamping here, I'm actually using, this is called the Happy Easter Bunny. It is a new stamp with the March release with Technique Junkies, and I'm using 3 of Catherine Pooler's inks here. I have the It's a Girl, I have Melon Ice, and I have It's a Boy. Those are, I think, the lightest pastel shades I could find. And as you can see, I just used a blending tool directly onto the surface of the stamp, and it gave me that beautiful sort of rainbow ombre effect when the colors uh, blended together. So I'm going to now use I have our embossed background here, and for the resist, I'm just going to use a light touch with this is the domed blending foam from scrapbook.com. And I'm going in and just creating another rainbow blend. Very little ink you want if you're trying to keep it pastel. I am a heavy-handed person when it comes to most anything, and when it comes to ink blending, I have to be very mindful of just the amount of ink I'm using. So I don't think I go back into my ink pads for extra ink. I'm just using the residual that was left over from when we stamped the bunny. So as you can see, this is my favorite way to make a rainbow, is just using 3 colors here, and wherever they meet is where you're going to get those beautiful blends. And it's very subtle, and I love how it just comes alive. So once we've dried the ink, I'm going to now just take a paper towel here and wipe all the excess ink off the top, so it reveals an even more beautiful contrasted image. Now I'm just going in with my these are the Tim Holtz. Yes, these are the mini Tim Holtz scissors, the ones that are serrated. I do love these for fussy cutting. There's just something about the serrated blade that I feel like I have a little bit more control over where I'm cutting. And following the fussy cutting, I'm going in with Tim Holtz's thread cutter and or paper distressor, however you want to look at it. It can be used for either. And I just have my fussy cut bunny here mounted on an acrylic block just to give me a little bit of loft to kind of get under there, and it's just easy to maneuver. So that's going to give us a really cool distressed edge, and I'm going in here just going to trim down my background. I'm going to keep everything pretty simple, and I was kind of going monochromatic with my colors, and I don't even know if that's the right word for it because it's a rainbow, but I like rainbow with like one other color, like black or white, and so I kept it light for once, and I'm going to the light side today. I'm just grabbing some dyes here. These are the Wildflower Stems 3. These ones are from Tim Holtz and Sizzix, and I just ran that through my Vagabond 2 with this is the more of mixed media heavy stock in the white. It is a really great paper for die cutting because it's super heavy. I believe it's 130 pounds, so it gives you it's an ample die cut for sure. So I decided here that I wanted more distressing to my edges, so I'm just taking my paper threader and repeating that process along the edges of the this is the front card panel. It will be. And the best tool to clean up is some sort of big brush. I happen to have the Nuvo surface sweeper. It's just a beautiful fan brush that kind of gets all the dust and paper bits that the paper distressing causes. So I am just going to start putting this card together. I'm using some tape runner here. This happens to be the Scrapbook Adhesive Easy Runner Grand. I do like that one the most of all the tape runners I've ever tried. Uh, and I'm just going to now start putting my pieces together. So using some liquid adhesive, this is the Art Glitter Glue, a really great all-purpose liquid craft glue. And I'm just going to use kind of these wildflowers to just give me a little bit more texture. I know there's not a ton of contrast between the background, especially because it is a graffiti scratched background, but I loved just the difference in textures that the wildflowers sort of, the silhouette sort of bring into the whole picture. So as you can see, I'm just kind of fussing with the placement, and once I get it kind of where I want them, I am going in with just some foam tape, and I'm trimming this down to cover the back side of our Easter bunny. And this is just going to give us a little bit of, a little bit of height, a little bit more dimension, and I just think it finishes it off very nicely. So here we are. Here's the final card. I hope you enjoyed this card. It came out really beautiful. It's a very light, light way to do grunge, I would say. Definitely check out techniquejunkies.com. I will link everything down below for you if you'd like to see a supply list. Definitely hit that visual supply list, and don't forget to use my discount code with Technique Junkies. It is TJ10Ryan, and that will give you 10% off your entire order. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. This is my second voiceover in my new apartment. I just posted some progress pictures today. Hopefully you get a chance to check those out on my Instagram. Things are definitely coming along. Am feeling very grateful and very rewarded right now. I'm very proud of myself. So it's been an uphill battle, I must say, but I I'm on the other end of it just about. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. And as I always say, remember to be authentic, shine bright, and most importantly, have fun. Take care. Bye bye.